In today's episode, we're going to talk about how to ask a guest to be on your podcast. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me for today's episode of Interview Connections TV. I am going to be bringing you a topic today that is super important and helpful for anyone hosting an interview-based podcast. When you have an interview-based podcast, you are obviously booking a lot of guests for your show, and depending on how well written your pitch letters are, you may have a very high booking rate of sending out requests to guests to be on your show, or maybe you don't have a lot of people responding and you only book a couple people that you reach out to. Well, in today's episode, I want to share with you exactly how to go about contacting someone that you want to have on your show and how to invite them on your show. When you find somebody that you want to interview on your podcast, find out the best way to contact them. So if they have an email address on their website, go ahead and use that to reach out to them. If you don't see an email address on their website, I would definitely contact them via social media and find out what the best way is to get in touch with them. So maybe you're going to tweet them and say, hey, I would love to contact you about an interview. What's the best way to get in touch? Because a lot of times they'll actually give you the email of their assistant, which you would not have found that information on their website. Then when you're emailing them, you want to make sure the request is super friendly and personalized. So start out the email by telling them how you came across them, how you know about them, what you like about them. Did you read a specific book that they have out there? Be clear about what you want them to talk about in the interview. So not just, hey, I want you on my podcast because you have a big name and a big following, but I'm really interested in this topic that you talk about, or I'm really interested in this fact about you, and I would love to, have the opportunity to explore that a little bit more on my podcast. Especially with booking, big guests and people with a big audience, they are getting a lot of requests, and you want to make sure that your pitch, that your request stands out and shows that you're genuinely interested in having a conversation with them, and that you're not just sending a form pitch letter to, tons of people who just have over 20,000 followers on Twitter. So be really specific, friendly, and personalized, and then be very confident and let them know the logistics of the interview. Will it be via Skype? Will it be 30 minutes? When do you want to record it? Is this something that you want to get done in the next couple weeks? Can you schedule it out a couple months? Be clear about those kinds of logistics. If they don't respond to you, just follow up. A non-response is not a no. It just means they didn't have time to reply yet. So if you don't get a response, just follow up with them. If you follow up on email and you're still not getting any replies, reach out. Find a phone number, reach out via social media. I can't tell you how many times our team at Interview Connections has reached out to a guest. We finally get in touch with them and they tell us, I never saw your email. It must have gone to spam. It got filtered out for whatever reason. Sometimes emails just don't show up in the right place. So by following up, you can ensure that you'll get an answer. Might not be a yes, but you will get a response from them. If you want our team of booking agents at Interview Connections to be doing this for you, to be reaching out to your guests, we have a very high booking success rate. We know how to do this really effectively. Go to interviewconnections.com and check out my podcast for really great guest interviews. I love the guests that I have on my show. We have a great diverse set of entrepreneurs and marketers talking about podcasting and marketing and social media. Go to rtspodcast.com. And my blog is at jessicarhodes.biz if you want to check out weekly articles about podcasting and entrepreneurship and being a guest expert. Hey, I am Jessica Rhodes. I am committed to helping you leverage your brand through the power of authority and expertise. Join me next Tuesday. Have a great, productive week, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.